Hello and welcome back to Jaff Comics. It is box 2 of the Play Booster boxes for Magic the Gathering's latest set, Marvel Superheroes. We've already done a collector booster box and one play booster box. If you're looking to see a little bit more of the set mechanics in depth, go to that first play booster box video. And if you're looking to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the openings that we do here, this is the video for you. We're going to be ripping into some packs and seeing what we can get. And we'll kick it off with, we won't even really go through the commons and uncommons all that much here. We'll take it maybe a little slow for this video, or for the first pack here, just to give you a taste. We got She-Hulk, we got Justice, and our first rare, or rather our first mythic even, is Iron Man Armor. Very nice. When it enters, you can attach it automatically. Gives the creature +2/+1 and has flying. And for 2, if this equipment isn't a creature, you can turn it into a so-called construct 0/0 that gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control until end of turn. Sweet. Then we have Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, a swamp, and a villain token. Ripping through some packs here, not only for us but for you. We got maybe a little Wolverine, if I had to guess. I feel like I've seen that yellow border on at least something before, but don't want to get too ahead of myself. Yeah, we've seen some nice cards so far out of these boxes. Ooh, and we got ourselves a source material card with a back-to-back yellow edge, like full art or something. So this is a crazy pack too. Show and Tell, of course, a incredibly notorious card in old school Magic, banned in many formats, but each player may put a artifact, creature, enchantment, or land from their hand onto the battlefield for just 3 mana. It does help your opponents, but also can help you get out just something incredibly strong way too early. That's a great one. And we got the Sentry, Golden Guardian. Flying, Vigilance, Indestructible, and he creates a 5/5, the Void, for an opponent. Sweet. Running through our commons and uncommons. We got, Cloak and Dagger, Entwined. Very nice. And a double rare pack, Wolverine, Fierce Fighter, Hulkling, and Asgardian Citadel. Hour of Defeat, Kree Sentinel, Mr. Fantastic. Ooh, okay. We got Bruce Banner, and just making sure that's not a rare mythic as well. Bruce Banner, and of course the backside's got to be the Hulk. 1 mana, 1/1 for XX tap. You can draw X cards only as a sorcery, or for 6 mana, you can either transform him from this front side or straight up cast him for 6 on the backside as the Incredible Hulk. Reach Trample, and whenever the Incredible Hulk is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on him. If he's attacking, untap him, and there is an additional combat phase after this phase. It is among the stronger effects of the cards that were shown off in this set. If you play this with a card called Caltrops, which is whenever a creature attacks, you deal a damage to that attacking creature. So if you have a way to, kind of make sure that the Incredible Hulk doesn't die from all the combat that you're going to be doing, or making him unblockable or something along those lines, you can just have him take a damage. He'll get the +1/+1 counter to kind of offset it, and you can basically get yourself some infinite combats. So, yeah, Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, a very lovely hit early on in this box. Ooh. We got Thor Odinson, Political Triumph. Hey, we got the Sentry in the standard art. Foil, a land, and a dual face card placeholder. Depower. Ooh, we got Blazing Crescendo. Got yourselves a little part of one of the tableaus here. I don't think we've gotten even close to kind of filling out the tableaus, but we have Avengers Tower. Just a regular full art. I don't believe this is part of any of the... Oh, actually, you know what? This could link to that. Let me see here. I could be wrong, because I do see a lot of Blazing Fire. Let's just... Ooh, yeah, that lines up, actually. So Blazing Crescendo and Avengers Tower. Part of the same tableau. I know this is a much larger one that I think is like 12 cards. I think it's like 4x3 or something along those lines. But yeah, seeing them together, that definitely fits. It is cool they're doing that. They have like a 4-card one for the Fantastic Four. They have like a 20-card one or something like that for like the Avengers Endgame Thanos standoff type thing. It's very cool to see. I'm sure there are some people that are very, very into Marvel that would love to collect all 4 of those tableaus and kind of put them up on a wall together. Very nice that they are able to do that. We got the Serpent Society. And not too much else. Just a single rare pack. Helicarrier Strike, Deep Power, Baxter Building. Ooh, Daredevil, Man Without Fear. Vigilance Haste, 3/4 for 4. And you may look at the top card of your library at any time. When you attack, you may exile a top card of your library. If that card is a hero, Daredevil gets +2/+1 until end of turn. And you may play that card this turn. Got, ooh, maybe the same. Yep, Blazing Crescendo once again. It is a common, so it makes sense that we're seeing it quite a bit. Got Red Hulk, Dark Deed. Ooh, Namor, the Submariner. Oop, as I put the cool, or the not insanely good stuff in the cool pile. Namor, though, the Submariner. 3 mana, X4. Its power is equal to the number of merfolk you control. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell with 1 or more blue mana symbols in its mana cost, create that many 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens. Oh my god. There's so many of those cards that actually do that. And I don't know if I've seen this Namor card before. That is a really nice effect. Very nice and strong. It's got kind of a little game ender on it. I mean, it's flying, which maybe doesn't make the most sense. But I guess, like, yeah, Namor kind of flies out of the sea with a trident and stuff like that. Okay, I see it. I see the vision, Wizards of the Coast. You're selling me on the lore. Got Kang. Ooh, Agent Phil Coulson. And the Superhero Civil War. Phil Coulson we've seen a few times already, but the Superhero Civil War, gain control of up to 2 target creatures with total mana value 6 or greater for as long as the saga remains on the field. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. And then target creature you control fights up to 1 other target creature. And foil, Take Up the Shield. Another part of one of the many tableaus. Hulk Smash. Ooh. Leader, Super Genius. A Gamma Scientist villain. If a creature you control would connive, instead you draw a card and then that creature connives. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control connives, which is draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard an online card, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Lovely. Ooh, we got Galactus as a token. I'm not exactly sure what makes Galactus here. I think it's... no, it's not Silver Surfer himself. But there's something with like Galactus and Silver Surfer. But yeah, that's a token, all right. Ooh, and a lovely little squirrel token as well. That's gonna be a really nice little token to collect. Very sweet. Hire a crew. Human Torch. Ooh, we got Black Widow, Super Spy, as a mythic in the full art, part of one of the tableaus as well. Very nice. Deals combat damage to your player. They exile top card of their library until they exile non-land. You can put a +1/+1 counter. Oop. On Black Widow. I don't know why it's... Is it seeing Jaff, man? Is that why we're changing the focus? Yeah, let's see if that helps. Deals combat damage to your player. The player exiles cards from the top of their library. You can put a +1/+1 counter on Black Widow. If you don't, you may cast the exiled non-land card until end of turn, and mana of any type may be cast or may be spent to cast it. Red Room Recruits. John Walker. Ooh. Multiversal Incursion. 7 mana sorcery. For each non-token creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it isn't legendary. Oh my god. This is one of the cards that when I saw originally, I had many, many plans for. We'll see if that comes to fruition, but that is a lovely little hit. That's just my kind of card. It's 7 mana, sure, which is a ton. But it does so much if your board is already crazy. We got ourselves, though, an Unnatural Growth, which is a great little reprint. Beginning of each combat. Double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn for 5 mana for an enchantment. Lovely. The Astonishing Ant-Man as well, of course. The Scarlet Witch. Ooh, we got multiple rares this pack. That's great. Scarlet Witch, instants and sorcery spells you cast with mana value 4 greater cost X less to cast, where X is Scarlet Witch's power. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I've seen this card before. I must have missed when it got spoiled. That is a incredible effect. I love that. Gives me so many ideas right off the bat. Mono Red Commander. Instants and sorceries that are 4 greater cost X less to cast, where X is its power. You make the Scarlet Witch huge, and you cast, like, Crackle with power for X equals 1,000,000,000. And you just win. That's so good. We got a lovely Hulk Smash, little Crossbones, Iron Lad. I mean, we got the Thing. We're just getting all the stuff that just goes together. Ooh, we got Cosmic Cube. 5 mana, ward 2. Whenever you attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a spell from among them with mana value less than or equal to the greatest power among attacking creatures you control without paying its mana cost. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, that seems like something I'd play for sure, and I know that's a decent hit. So we do, in fact, love to see it. See. Ooh, we just keep getting crazy stuff back to back. So we got Red Hulk. I don't love seeing the yellow because we have seen a lot of the Century. We got Century again. Was that this box? Earlier this box? It was, isn't it? It is. That's tough. I'd love to see, because like I know there's so many more rares and stuff that have that treatment, that just getting that duplicate in the same box. I mean, it's down to Wizards of the Coast and their like collation and stuff like that, but I don't know. Getting 1's great. Getting 2, I don't love it. Kind of kills the vibe a little bit. We got Super Adaptoid, which we've seen a few times in some of the other packs. Actually, did we get Super Adaptoid earlier in this as well? Let me just see. Or was that the previous box? It looks like it was the previous box, so that's good at least. It would be tough if it was back-to-back packs with back-to-back duplicate rares, but it's just that we've opened up so much so far that I'm seeing the duplicates. We have, ooh, the Vision. Okay, not bad. Thor Odinson, Avengers Hanger, and a Hero. Take Up the Shield. We do keep getting that Take Up the Shield in like foil and non-foil. I do wish we didn't have some of the dupes, but we do, in fact, love to see Thanos the Mad Titan. 3 mana, 4/4 with Death Touch and Lifelink. Already pretty solid. But then he has Power Up for 6 mana to harness all the Infinity Stones. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Thanos. Choose odd or even. Snap that number away. That is a That's pretty nice. I'm sure many 5-color decks will wind up running that just because it's already like a pretty decent 3-mana creature with some nice keywords, and then when you got that 6 mana just floating around, snap it away. You got Loki, God of Mischief, though. 2 mana whenever a player or permanent becomes the target of an ability you control. Draw a card only once each turn. This is a somewhat fixed Nadu Wings of Wisdom, which, even saying that, is probably a bit of a compliment, but we'll see how fixed it is, because that is still a pretty nice effect to be able to draw a card. Go nuts. Got Invisible Woman, Ant-Man. Ooh. Oh, okay. We got Cap's Shield in the like full art comic book frame by Annie Wu. That is lovely. Yeah, dude. I dig that for sure. Got a villainous hideout, a mountain, and a soldier too. That's a lovely little shield. I wish we got more of the like comic book style ones in like every pack. It's just one thing that, like, I know the collector boosters have probably at least one a pack if I recall, but or at least close to it. You saw them quite a bit more often. Ooh, and the Tiger God. It would be nice if these play boosters also just had a little bit more of the what Wizards of the Coast calls booster fun. I mean, we have packs that have multiple like extended arts and stuff in the same pack, but just having like a guaranteed one per pack would be really nice. Ooh, we got Jennifer Walters, a little She-Hulk action on the back. Very nice. Herbie. Doc Samson. And, ooh, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Yes, indeed. It's not the full art crazy one, but I am positive that this Squirrel Girl is going to be played quite a bit. Let me just see if there's any kind of pre-order pricing and stuff that I can look at for this at all to get a gauge on it. I don't see it at least early, which is surprising. I would expect this to be quite nice. Let me just see if I sort by this. Do we see Squirrel Girl here? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna guess like $15 though. If I had to guess, that's just a loose throwing a number out there and seeing what sticks. But yeah, I mean, Squirrel Girl is going to be played at the very least. I'm positive, because whenever they enter or attack, you create a singular squirrel, and then for 4 mana, not limited to once per turn or anything, just each time that you have 1 green, you can create X 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens, where X is the number of squirrels you control. So if you have things that let you tap your permanents for mana to, and also are able to give haste to the squirrels that you make, as long as you're making more than 4 squirrels, and you can then tap those 4 squirrels for mana, you can then make 8 squirrels, and then 16 squirrels, and then, I mean, y'all can figure out how exponential things can go, especially if you have like doubling season or parallel lives or any number of different things out there. Yeah, unbeatable Squirrel Girl, I believe, will in fact be, in some instances, absolutely unbeatable. But we also have a foil rare, Avengers Under Siege. Not too shabby. Make some treasures for each villain you control at the end of things. Pretty nice. Ooh, we got Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. as our rare for this one. Brave Brawler. Down to, it looks like... ooh, only 5 packs left in this box. We've been kind of flying through it, which has been great. Masters of Evil, Thor Odinson. Oh, and speaking of Thor Odinson, Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor. 4 mana artifacts. I know when this got spoiled, people were very excited. Whenever Mjolnir enters, it deals 4 damage to up to 1 target creature, double all damage equipped creature would deal, and then equip worthy, which it's just so fun figuring out which characters in Magic's past are worthy or not worthy. A creature is worthy if it is a legendary non-villain that's red and or white. It's just so fun to be like, yeah, so one of these random like little creatures is just worthy, and it's very fun. And it also just has 3 mana, discard a card, and it deals 2 damage to each creature as well. Like, great utility on that card for sure. Ooh, we got a little something. Maybe 2 little somethings. Maybe 2 big somethings. We have Arnim Zola, Biofanatic. Very nice. Part of... Oh, maybe not part of a tableau. I think this is just a regular full art, but very cool. And, oh, let's go, dude. Captain America Super Soldier in the full art. That looks so sick, dude. First strike, 3 mana, 3/2. He enters with a shield counter on him. I mean, you gotta. As long as Captain America has a shield counter on him, you and other heroes you control have hexproof as well. Oh, baby. That is a sick hit. That's just awesome, dude. So sweet. I know usually we wait for the last pack magic, but like 4 packs from the end, that's already, that's fire. We got, ooh, a training compound. Looks like we have multiple rares in this pack too, because this is our first of a couple rares. Ooh, Doom Reign Supreme. Very playable. We've seen it a few times, but being able to do a little bit of exile stuff and cast for free is always going to be good. Ooh, and there's the Void. Considering we got the Sentry enough times in this this box. The Void. Flying indestructible, and it attacks each combat if able, or that same cute little squirrel. Awesome. 2 packs to go. Once again, if you like these cards and are interested in getting some sealed product for yourself to be able to open, go to jaffcomics.com. Link is in the description. And in that description as well, you will see jaffcomics.tcgplayerpro.com. That is your link to be able to buy any of these individual singular cards. If you want to just get some stuff for your commander deck, your standard deck, your modern, just go there, get your singles, support your local game store, or even visit in person Jaff Comics in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's my local game store. It might be yours as well, and it's always great to support your LGS where you play. And we got a Worlds Within Worlds, a little 7 mana Simic, just absolute show and tell on steroids, kind of. Exile all creatures. Each player may put any number of creature cards from their hand onto the battlefield, and then put all the cards that were exiled this way into their owner's hands. Exiles the Worlds Within Worlds. Oh, whoa! Electra? Next to last pack magic. Dang, they like stacked the bottom like row of all these boxes is what I'm seeing, which is crazy. Electra, Daughter of the Hand, 4 mana, sneak for 3. When it enters, destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 3 or less. Not the craziest ability on it, but very playable. And like insanely nice art in the foil too. Yeah, that's sweet. Last pack. I doubt we have any more last pack magic in us, but never say never. Here's the last one for box 2 of our Play Booster box of Marvel Superheroes for Magic the Gathering. We have Fin Fang Foom, not too shabby, Take Up the Shield, Aim Labs, and a Hero. This is a solid box. I mean, many good hits. I know I don't often kind of go through the stuff in its entirety or anything afterwards, but I mean, we got the Cool Cap Shield, 2 Sentries, Cosmic Cube, Unnatural Growth, like a lot of really nice stuff, and the Show and Tell. But just these 2 in the same box, if you're a Captain America fan, man, that's what this thing is all about, isn't it? Getting some nice cards, being able to play with them. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. Like I said, we got 2 more Play Booster boxes that are going to be coming to you in videos following this one. Make sure to subscribe, leave us a like, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.